Have you tried to enable JIT on iOS 26 but MeloNX still says JIT is not working? In my previous video, a lot of viewers said the same thing. They installed MeloNX, they installed StikDebug, they followed the steps, but when they opened the app, JIT still failed, the game crashed, or MeloNX could not detect JIT at all. So in this video, I'm going to show you the full updated method to enable JIT on iOS 26 for MeloNX using StikDebug. I'll explain what you need, what settings you must check, how to connect StikDebug properly, and the most common mistakes that make JIT fail. So watch this carefully, because missing just one step can make JIT fail. Let's get started. Let's prepare everything you need first. For this method, you will need a few important tools. First, you need iLoader. I'm using iLoader in this video because it makes the setup easier to install the required IPA files on iPhone. But if you don't use iLoader, you can also use other side-loading tools like SideStore, Plume, or AltStore. Second, you need the StikDebug IPA file. StikDebug is the app we will use to enable JIT for MeloNX or any games that want to enable JIT. Third, you need iDevice pair. And fifth, you need LocalDevVPN. And the last, you need a computer. This can be a Mac, Windows, or Linux computer. I will insert the link on description. Once you have all of these ready, we can move to the next step and start installing everything on the iPhone or iPad. First, plug your iPhone or iPad into your computer using a USB cable. You can use a Mac, Windows, or Linux computer. Now, on your computer, open your browser and download iLoader. I will insert the link on description. If you're using Windows, please note that iLoader for Windows requires iTunes to be installed first. This is important because iTunes installs the required Apple drivers, so your computer can detect your iPhone or iPad properly. If you are using Mac, the setup is much easier. The process is exactly the same for Windows and Mac. Just download iLoader, open the app, and connect your iPhone or iPad to your computer. Once your device is detected in iLoader, log in using your Apple ID. This is required so iLoader can install the IPA files to your device. If Apple asks for verification, complete the verification process. Now, the next step is to install the StikDebug IPA file on your iPhone. On your computer, open your browser and go to the official StikDebug website or official download page. Make sure you download the latest version of the StikDebug IPA. Once the StikDebug IPA file is downloaded, go back to iLoader. Now, inside iLoader, click Import IPA. Then select the StikDebug IPA file that you just downloaded. After that, iLoader will prepare the app and start installing it to your iPhone. This process may take a few seconds, so just wait until it finishes. Once the installation is finished, check your iPhone home screen. You should now see the StikDebug app installed on your device. But before opening the app, we need to verify it first. On your iPhone, open Settings. Then go to General, scroll down and open VPN and Device Management. Tap on the profile, then tap Trust. Once the profile is trusted, go back to your home screen and open StikDebug. And this is the step where many of my viewers got an error in my previous video. That step is generating the pairing file. The pairing file is required so StikDebug can connect to your iPhone or iPad and enable JIT properly. To generate the pairing file for StikDebug, we are going to use a tool called iDevice pair. Now, on your computer, open your browser and go to the official iDevice pair GitHub page. I will put the official link in the video description so you can download it safely. After you open the GitHub page, download the latest version of iDevice pair. This tool supports Windows, Mac, and Linux, so just download the version that matches your computer. After iDevice pair is downloaded, open the tool and follow the instructions to generate the pairing file. Make sure your iPhone or iPad is still connected to your computer using the USB cable. Now, inside iDevice pair, you should see an option to generate the pairing file. Click the Generate button. After you click Generate, your iPhone or iPad may show a pop-up asking you to trust this computer. On your iPhone, tap Trust, then enter your device passcode. After that, click Validate to make sure the pairing file is working correctly. If the validation is successful, go to the StikDebug section and click Install. This will install the pairing file into StikDebug. Wait a few moments until the process is complete. Once it says the pairing file has been installed successfully, that means StikDebug is now ready to communicate with your iPhone. Once the pairing file is successfully installed, the last requirement we need is LocalDevVPN. On your iPhone or iPad, open the App Store. Then search for LocalDevVPN. Download and install the app on your device. After LocalDevVPN is installed, open the app. If your iPhone asks for permission to add a VPN configuration, tap Allow. Then enter your passcode if required. Once LocalDevVPN is connected, now open StikDebug. Inside StikDebug, you should see a list of apps installed on your device. Now, select the app that you want to enable JIT for. In this video, I'm going to use Pojav Launcher as an example. But don't worry, the process is exactly the same for MeloNX. So if you want to enable JIT for MeloNX, just select MeloNX instead of Pojav Launcher. You can also use this method for other supported apps or games that require JIT. So StikDebug will open the app automatically. That means JIT has been enabled successfully for that app. And that's it. That's how you can enable JIT on iOS 26 using StikDebug. You just need to install StikDebug, generate the pairing file using iDevice pair, install and connect LocalDevVPN, then select the app you want to enable JIT for inside StikDebug. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.